Hello and welcome to another video of HOSC CRM Dev. Today we are talking about the MB2-703 certification. In the last video I persuaded you all to join me in studying for it and why it's such a good thing for you to study. Because you'll get more money. There you go. I could have just said that, saved myself a bit of time. So I will be I'm currently studying for it. I've set my goal of 2 months and then we're going to take it and pass the exam. So we need some material to study for the exam, and I'm going to sort of tell you what I think you should be looking at. I mean, I will be making some kind of videos, blog posts on the functionality in the exam, but you'll have to do some studying by yourself. And so I'm going to just go through what I think will help you achieve your goal. Right. So, firstly, let's look at the criteria of what's in the exam. Create and customize solutions, not too bad. Customize entities relationships, yep. Customize fields, manage forms, manage views, create and customize charts and dashboards. Security, a bit tricky there. Business units and the kind of various security aspects and roles, and then manage business processes and rules. Now, a lot of you may think that's not too bad. I use a lot of this stuff in my day-to-day job. The exam should be easy. Don't be fooled. The exam is difficult. Firstly, you need to get 70%. So, you need to get 3/4 right, really. So that's actually not many wrong. I mean, I think, is the exam 70 questions? So you need to get 50 right-ish. It used to be 50 and you used to have to get 35 right. So, there's not that much room for mistakes here. You will need to know it. Also, you need to know the topics in exact detail. You can't roughly know the answers. You need to know precisely what's going on. The reason is often you'll have 4 sort of options to choose from. 2 are nonsense, and then 2 are very similar. And so you're going to have to know exactly which one of these is the wrong one to kick him out. Or it might be multiple choice, and it will say which ones of these are right, which ones are wrong. And there's always some one you'll be thinking, oh, goodness, that could be on either side here. So you need to know it in real detail. You can't just rock up there. You're going to have to do some studying, and you're going to kind of have to really know your stuff for this exam, even though it is stuff that you commonly use. There'll be things like solutions. Can you export managed solutions, unmanaged solutions? What happens when you import a managed solution, an unmanaged solution over the top? What fields are showing? What's the name? What field has a value? All sorts of tricky questions. I mean, we'll see later. I've got some notes I used, and you just need some of that. It'll give you an idea. Right, so exam criteria. You'll need to look at the skills. You'll need to look at this regularly, because you need to be confident that you know exactly how all this works, and if you're comfortable with it, and if there are any bits you're not sure of, or any bits you haven't revised for. So you will look at this quite often to make sure you're on the right track. Right, CRM 2013 trial. The best way to learn topics for the exam is by doing it. You haven't got any excuses. CRM 2013 trials are free. I've got a video telling you how to get one and set it up. So, I really recommend that you get that. You sign up for your free trial and start using it. Start checking out the new features you haven't used. Start looking at relationships and solutions and all those things. It doesn't matter if you muck it up. Just get in there and get going with it. The mock. I don't know what mock stands for, but basically Microsoft have a kind of study guide which I think is available to something like partner source. You maybe have to work for a Microsoft partner. But if I was going to take one piece of material to study for the exam, it would be this. I always find these particularly useful. They cover all the all the pieces that will be in the exam, and they have examples. Kind of what do you call it when you got to try things? They also have questions, and they focus on all the parts in the exam. So I really recommend you download that and start reading it. I mean, here is the table of contents. It kind of goes through like security features, business. So the first, it has modules, basically chapters. These are security features, business units, teams, team sharing. Bosh goes through all the details you need. It's got customizing, that's about solutions really. Customizing entities, customizing fields, managing relationships, customizing forms, configuring business rules, views, charts, additional security, and business process flows. And basically that mirrors the exam criteria. It's excellent. It's big though. I mean, have I got my... So I have a little... I make myself a little Excel sheet and basically mark off how much I've read and how much I've got to go. So if you read the whole mock, which I am planning to do, even though I read the CRM 2011 mock, I still want to read this 2013 one, just because if I'm going to take the exam, I need to know that kind of information, refresh my knowledge, and also there's features I haven't used yet. So as you can see, I'm 45.41%, almost halfway. Still got various bits to go. Right, this is excellent. So my buddy, CRM buddy Guido, I don't know if that's how you actually say his name, he's done the exam, and he gave some hints and tips on what he thought about it. Very useful. He kind of says some of the same advice that I've gone through, but he also has a link to this CRM geek. He created a study guide, which is here, and it's very useful really. It's got 46 pages long, and it's got a lot of the parts. It's obviously it's for CRM 2011, so there'll be bits that you won't need in it, and but a lot of the functionality in CRM 2013, although it looks very different, underneath it is still quite similar, and a lot of the topics are the same, like solutions, business units, security, auditing, views, fields, entities. They're all the same. So a lot of this is still relevant, and it's free, and it's optimized forms. They've gone out the window, but he's got a lot of stuff like solutions. He writes sort of bits of notes, and he also has links to good articles. So you got business units. It's just got a lot of good stuff. I recommend you going through that. Security, access rights. So it's a very useful document. It's free. You can't lose anything. Well, gobble that up. Right. So from there, also in the blog here, I've got a few links to some parts that I think you should look into. Basically, the new features: access teams, business process flows, business rules, create quick forms, and mobile. These will all be appearing in the exam, I'm sure of it, because basically Microsoft likes to test you on the new stuff. It makes sense, it's new, it's to make the exam different from the previous ones, and they want people to understand the new functionality they've put in. So I've got a bunch of links here which you can find. So it's on my blog, which is in the normal place, and I'll also put a link under this video. And right, so there we go. We've got this information should get you on your way and studying, and then you can pop along board to my videos and tests to kind of help you on your way as well. And you can sort of ask questions, we can discuss stuff. Thank you very much.